Jacksonville, of course, in Pulaski County, one area that took some serious damage from yesterday's historic event.
And that's where we're turning our attention right now. We want to check in with Stephen Elmore. Stephen is with us this morning from our sister station up in Fort Smith. Stephen, you're now seeing what has happened here in central Arkansas, Jacksonville specifically. Describe what it looks like to you as a meteorologist and person.
Yeah, we're seeing the significant damage left behind in Jacksonville. We're just on the southeast side of town right now on the corner of School and James, where we're just right in front of a laundromat that is completely destroyed. Now that the sun's starting to come up, we're starting to see some of the damage. Trees right in front of us are completely ripped barren. A building across the street is completely destroyed. If you take a look at the images right behind me, this car right underneath this laundromat is just completely buried in this rubble. The roof has been completely ripped off, and it's exposing all the washers and dryers. We spoke with police officers from Jacksonville telling their story of what they saw last night, and it seems that this was the path where we saw from North Little Rock up to Sherwood and finally up to Jacksonville. That destructive tornado was pulsing up and down, and this seems to be one of the hardest hit areas. Yesterday, we were live in the evening in Kamek Village, and we saw some damage. We saw some trees down. We saw those trees over those houses, but Jacksonville is waking up this morning with some significant damage. This tornado pulsed really well right over Jacksonville and cut across the south side of it and moving very fast, leaving a path of destruction right behind it. Again, we're seeing this, we know where we're at right now based off of the street sign that's over here. That's completely at a 90-degree angle for James and School Road early this morning. And you can kind of see the trees that are just left barren in Jacksonville this morning. There's a warehouse past this road over on the cross of the road that we can see. It's the side of the building is exposed with the side of that building ripped off. A lot of people in Jacksonville waking up this morning, not sure if they can travel to work safely. That's why we have police officers out this morning, because they're still seeing several power outages. When it was dark outside, now that the sun's coming up, they can kind of see where they're going this morning. But earlier this morning, when it was still dark outside, they weren't sure if the roads were clear or not to be able to travel to work this morning. We're going to be traveling around Jacksonville this morning, trying to find some more locations with damage left behind from this destructive tornado. But just in front of us, now that we couldn't see it when the sun was down, when it was dark outside, but there seems to be several houses in this community that saw some damage from a tornado that moved through Jacksonville yesterday evening.